Hi, it's Patrick Hutzel from IntensiveCareHotline.com, where we instantly improve the lives for families of critically ill patients in intensive care so that you can make informed decisions, have peace of mind, real power, real control, and so that you can influence decision making fast, even if you're not a doctor or a nurse in intensive care. This is another episode of Your Questions Answered, and in last week's episode I answered another question from our clients that we get quite frequently, and the question last week was, what are the chances of survival after a tracheostomy? You can check out last week's question by clicking on the link below this video. In this week's part 5 episode of Your Questions Answered, I want to answer the next questions from one of my clients, Richard, as part of my one-on-one consulting and advocacy service. And again, this is part 5 today of Richard's many questions that he's had while his mother was in intensive care. Richard's mother suffered from a fractured bone due to a fall. His mother was then transferred to ICU due to cardiac arrest and had a tracheostomy during her stay in the ICU. So today's question is, I don't think the ICU wants to help my mother to fully recover and get off the ventilator. How can I find out? You can also check out previous one-on-one consulting and advocacy sessions with me and Richard if you're clicking on the link below this video. And if you are watching this on YouTube, click on the links below this video. That'll get you to our website where you can read the other one-on-one consulting and advocacy sessions with me and Richard. And one of the consulting and advocacy sessions also details where I talk to the doctors directly, and you can have a read there. So, how can you become the best advocate for your critically ill loved one? How can you make informed decisions, get peace of mind, control, power, and influence quickly once your loved one is critically ill in intensive care? You will get to that all-important feeling of making informed decisions, get peace of mind, control, power, and influence when you download your free Instant Impact Report now by entering your email below. In your free Instant Impact Report, you will learn quickly how to make informed decisions, get peace of mind, real power, real control, and so that you can influence decision making fast, even if your loved one is critically ill or is even dying. Sign up and download your free Instant Impact Report now by entering your email below. In your free Instant Impact Report, you will learn how to speak the secret intensive care language so that the doctors and the nurses know straight away that you are an insider and that you know and understand what's really happening in intensive care. In your free report, you will also discover how to ask the doctors and the nurses the right questions, discover the many competing interests in intensive care, and how your critically ill loved one's treatment may depend on those competing interests, how to eliminate fear, frustration, stress, struggle, and vulnerability even if your loved one is dying. You will get 5 mind-blowing tips and strategies helping you to get on the right path to making informed decisions, get peace of mind, control, power, and influence in your situation. You will get real-world examples that you can easily adapt to your critically ill loved one's situation. How to stop being intimidated by the intensive care team and how you will be seen as equals. You will get crucial behind-the-scenes insight so that you know and understand what's really happening in intensive care and how you need to manage doctors and nurses in intensive care, and it's not what you think. Thank you for tuning into this week's Your Questions Answered episode, and I'll see you again next week in another update. Make sure you also have a look at our blog for more tips and strategies, or simply send me an email to support@intensivcarehotline.com with your questions. Also, have a look at our membership site intensivecaresupport.org for families of critically ill patients in intensive care. You can also call me, find international phone numbers on the top of the website. Also, have a look at our ebook section, or you can also get one-on-one consulting and advocacy with me over the phone, via Skype or via email by clicking on the relevant tabs on the top of the website. This is Patrick Hutzel from intensivecarehotline.com, and I'll see you again next week in another update.